Oh my gosh.
We were golden already.
Lacy Abercrombie, as I live and breathe. As I live and breathe. I'm telling you, it's so stuff. We can't be in person.
No,
we need to stay on
because
distancing.
that's why they put us this far away from each other, because they're like, y'all are too silly.
And without Mrs. Jennie Lusko, there's no work getting done.
Where is she?
Hey, it's Lusko.
I need her.
She's getting her hair done.
Hey, it's one Lusko.
Hey, I'm Levi Lusko.
Hey, it's one Lusko and Lacy.
Yeah, that's going to be the new name of the podcast when it's hijacked. Hey, I'm Levi Lusko. And this is Lacy Abercrombie. And then we're going to say, deal with it, Just like
really
violent.
Intense. Yeah, violent.
Yeah,
okay, perfect. That's been the theme of
you have no choice. You've been zip tied and duct tape mouth and you're listening to this podcast
so we're
with
gonna
no
edit
choice.
this out.
No.
Let's edit that out.
With love.
With love.
With love. By
The
Liam
Lusko.
Neeson. Imagine if it was like a Taken movie. You know what I'm saying? What would he do?
Okay, we're not doing Taken. Why? What is up with you? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do we need to pause and pray?
Yeah. Please, Lord, I lift
God,
your name on high. I've spoken. It's about me.
Okay.
I can't speak about it.
It's an unspoken. It's about me.
A girl. It's always about a girl.
It's always.
Wasn't it?
It's
or a boy.
A boy. Always. I have an unspoken.
I have an unmentionable.
Sorry, I have an unspoken.
Unmentionable means you look to born again, Billy.
Oh,
we know.
Billy. Don't call Billy out like that. You don't even know him.
Billy says, I have an unmentionable.
Okay. Unmentionable is crazy. Unmentionable is crazy.
It's wreaking havoc in the youth group. The small group is a buzz with gossip.
I wish Jennie was here.
There's only 8 people in the youth group. Everybody knows. Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Oh my gosh. And then what was it? Hedge of protection. Always
a hedge of protection.
Everyone gets a hedge. You get a hedge. Travel mercies.
Hedge of protection.
Hedge of protection. We had Bryce on the podcast, and I was trying to explain to him making orange juice from concentrate, and he looked at me like I was talking about dinosaurs ruling the world. Right?
Well,
do you not know that either?
Like making it from concentrate?
The frozen
can you just dip and
well,
then you
just
just
like kind of squeeze it in.
Absolutely. I know exactly what you're talking about.
3.5 cans of water. 3.5 cans of water
in the water, and then
unless you were trying to stretch it and it was like 5 cans, but it was watery orange juice.
Right.
Yeah. And
we've all been there.
He's like, how'd you make your orange juice? He goes, we cut our oranges in half, and I was like, oh, you rich people.
Oh yeah, like squeezing it. That's
we can't. We don't do
that.
You gotta buy like 9 oranges.
No, more than that, probably.
Yeah. Okay. So Lacy, we are as our Luskos are listening to this. It's October 8th. So can you fast forward your mind to the future?
Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm in the future.
So that was an automatic. Yeah. I was expecting you have to shift. There was no shifting.
No, there was no shift.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Because mine would be like.
Okay, so
that was me bumping over September.
If you guys are listening, please pray for Pastor Levi.
As we're recording this, it's July.
Yeah,
as they say in Spanish.
July.
Julio. It's the coolest Spanish name ever. Julio is July.
Okay, that's pretty sick.
Tell me that's not awesome.
No, that's pretty sick.
And you just hosted Movement Conference.
I did.
No.
I haven't finished yet. But
Let me say what you did actually. You hosted the heck out of Movement Conference.
You know what I think that I really like that Bryce said this morning? He said like, love the snot out of Jesus. I want that on a shirt.
Said it 2 times.
Bryce, if you're listening, put it on a shirt.
So Bryce Crawford, where can we find him? That guy. That's probably not in the frame. Yeah, right. The slow pan. He's down here too. But I keep picking. Oh, here we go. He's right off my shoulder.
Perfect.
Was it wrong that I said Bieber like looks?
No.
Like
I think
young
it was
Bieber.
I think it was okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. People were expecting him to come out with no hair, but then he came out with hair, and you're like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah. But so lovable. He cutely said twice, "Love the snot out of Jesus." But the way he said it was like in such a big brother way to these high schoolers.
It was powerful, actually.
Just love the snot.
Love the snot out of Jesus.
Oh man, it was a beautiful message.
It was great.
What have been some of your high moments so far of conference?
I don't even know where to start with that. How do you even start?
It's reductionist, right?
One of my favorite things has been, because everyone's like, oh, like, is this your first time in Montana? I'm like, yeah. And then they're like, how do you know Jennie and Levi? I'm like, I met them today. So
TikTok.
That I'm like, I never really got to hang out with you guys.
False. Riverside. Talked about Chili's a lot.
We literally were on Zoom for one time. Yeah. That's it. Yep.
So
we never met in real life.
Studio. It wasn't even yours. The damning evidence, right?
Okay.
Who stole the studio? It was Lacy.
Anyways, why are you trying to put me under fire?
No, but
trying to get me arrested?
Hey. Jesus did it with a grave. You can do it with a studio.
Okay. Anyways.
It was borrowed.
Anyways. Oh my God.
Yes.
That is so stupid.
Who loaned it to him? Joseph of Arimathea did. Who borrows a grave? Can I borrow that? It's a grave.
We need Jennie here so bad.
Adult supervision is
like
important.
We need Jennie bad.
Not
it's
only
getting
that,
worse.
but we're like 5 sessions in, no sleep.
No sleep.
Brooklyn, right? Sorry.
Exactly. Stop. No, that's okay.
And then like, what is it? For me, it's just been coffee and a little Bible, you know.
A little bit, yeah. So 25 minutes ago, you asked me what my high moments of the conference have been.
Tell me about it.
So I just wanted to go
I just became,
back.
what's his, Drew Barrymore on 51st Dates.
That's you.
Yeah, right.
Wait, is it? Yeah, it is
who
Drew.
Are you?
Yeah, exactly.
I heard Adam Sandler. What a weird couple.
It was weird, but I love Adam Sandler.
It kind of worked.
Okay. Anyways, getting to spend time with you guys has been such a... It has been, here's the thing. I know like a lot of people are like, you guys are so awesome. And they all honor you from stage. And like, I would do that too, but everyone's doing it. And I don't follow trends. So I'm just going to honor you on the podcast. Clip it. Just clip it.
I love that.
But here's the thing. And I was talking to my host, Jen, about this because Jen is such a good representative of Fresh Life Church and of the Luskos because the hospitality is through the roof. And the experience that I have had with you guys, I'm like, I love your church. I've never even been to your church. I love your church because I love your leaders and I love you and Jennie. And the way that you guys shepherd people, like I'm watching, not in a weird way, but I'm watching on the, I'm always watching. I'm watching how you guys are interacting with everyone. And there's just so much love and grace and tenderness that I'm like, I know that it shouldn't be foreign, but sometimes it is in the church world. And so I think my biggest highlight has just been being able to see the way you guys lead and shepherd people. It's like a phenomenon. I'm like, this is amazing. And I know it's only because you guys are shepherded by Jesus. I know that you know him and you walk with him personally. And so that's been a really, really, really amazing thing. Also hearing from Louis Giglio.
Okay, yes. Just stop it with the Louis Giglio.
I don't even need to say anything else.
Yeah.
That is I know that he has white hair and you just equate that with wisdom, but like, it's actually true. Like he has this tender shepherd heart that when he speaks, the students, you would think like, oh, like this guy, you know, that they lean in because he's shepherding them into these moments with God. And I'm like, he just blew me away. I think he just blew me away. And another thing, my other high moment, if I can have 1,000,000, I probably could keep going, but the best part was today, after Bryce spoke and shared just such a power, and Maddie, I mean, every speaker has shared the most powerful things. And Pastor Sean.
And you sharing about your I mean, obviously the Luskos who heard our conversation with you last year, heard some of the difficulties you faced and that Jesus has so graciously turned into glory in your life and is turning into glory.
Totally.
But you were opening about that, talking about pornography. And I love the part where you said, hey, and as a woman, I think like for a guy, it's an acceptable struggle. Totally. Oh, you know, guys. Yeah. But like the statistics don't lie how many women get struggling into struggling with that. And you were like, you're not alone. When you said that, you're like, you're not alone. I don't know if you saw, I went 8 seconds. Like that's a word for this generation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you talked about body shame and you brought all these things up. I mean, you could just almost feel the room collectively go like, oh my gosh, she's so cool and funny and a leader and charismatic and she struggles too. And just a room, like the lean in from the room in that. So I'm putting that is a high moment for me too. But you were saying after that.
Yeah. After that, I was able to kind of shepherd this moment of like Bryce's an important conversation around purity and just strength and honor. And just that it was so important and so special. And then afterwards, I just got up there, we prayed, we reminded him, you know, baptisms are later and like, it's going to be so awesome. See you guys later. But I just took the liberty. I don't think you were in there. And I just said, hey, if you want to stay. I'm like, it feels weird to leave this moment. So if you want to stay at the front, I'm just going to come pray with you guys. And I'm like, I don't know if this is against the rules. I don't know who's behind me. And I just walked down there and you would not believe the amount of students that were waiting to be prayed with. And so I just got to pray with them and the stories they were telling me and the things that they were finding freedom from Bryce's conversation of him shepherding that moment, being on the receiving end of that for those students. It was life-changing for them. I was looking at these like young men of God and like just looking in the eyes saying, hey, you are a leader and you're free. Like you came to the altar to let it die and it gets to stay dead there and you get to leave free. And that was probably the best moment maybe of my life, but being like that face-to-face encounter with those students after such a powerful message that is so needed for this generation, of just talking about like just how sexualized the world has become, and it's getting worse younger. Yeah. And the music we listen to, the movies we watch, everything is an innuendo. And you talk about like people like Bryce Crawford, who is so young and who is living in it in his singleness. I mean, I know he has a girlfriend, but he's not married and he's living in the same struggles, you know? Yeah. And for them to, I just felt like they received it and related in a way that I just felt like it blew the roof off. There's no roof, but probably because we blew it off because God's glory just came.
Thing was, and thank you for that. And I did see that. And it's incredible. All of it. The collective chance for the students to pool their resources and make a difference. And, you know, I know you're an ambassador for Stay Here. Yeah. And so just share for the Lusketeers who aren't familiar with it, just a little bit about that organization, like you were saying. Yeah.
So my friend Jacob Coyne, he saw a need. He's a communicator. He preaches the gospel. He's like an amazing just man who loves the Lord. And he was finding this deep need in 2020, especially. He was traveling and speaking to students, and he saw the common theme. The common unfortunate theme was this idea around suicidal ideation, depression, severe depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts. And he's like, okay, so people are raising their hands and saying they feel this. What do I do? And so he created something called ACT, which is a suicide prevention training, for him to host these webinars and these seminars for student leaders, pastors, people who want to have better conversations. Because sometimes you're in a moment, someone tells you that you don't know what to do. He wants to help have those conversations and how to steward them well. And so he started ACT. And what they do is like the money that we raise and that we give goes to free therapy sessions for people who cannot afford them, who are struggling. Crazy. They help get them into the community that they need. He is connecting people. There's so many stories, like Stay Here stories is what I kept calling them this morning. So many stories of the faithfulness of God because Jacob's yes of like, you know what, we have to have this conversation better. Yeah. I want to help equip people to have this conversation better. And so Stay Here. It's one of a kind. And his slogan is Gen Z will be suicide free. And I know that he gets a lot of comments of like, this doesn't really make sense because Gen Z isn't suicide free. He's like, I'm believing for a better way.
Speaking in faith.
He's like, we have to hold on to that.
The definition of a vision is a picture of the future you're running towards that you're not currently in.
Yeah.
So that's what motivates him. Yeah. That's the 800-pound goal. And I love when the team brought it up, and that there were so many cool God things, your connection to it.
Crazy.
Because we were going to ask you to be an advocate for whatever cause we wanted to come around. Right. You know, that we were going to give a chance for everyone to give something towards. We always want, when we come together, for there to be an impact felt somewhere else around the world.
Right.
And that they're like, I was like, will Lacy feel comfortable? And she's like, well, she's actually really like aligned with them. And then Pastor Sean starts out, and the neat connection to Pastor Louise. And it's just, of course, in God fashion, everything is woven together for good, and we get to be a part of it.
Well, I was talking about that this morning after this morning session, just talking about how it's so amazing because it's so like we don't plan for it to be like, oh, this is going to overlap with this and this is going to like God does though. Yeah. And God sees the big picture. And I think that is what's happened here. It's just been this, it's all connected. It's not the same message. It's all just woven and connected. And there's points of reference in all of these speakers and teachers and worship moments and all of this going. It's like, it's so orchestrated by God. Yeah. Like how crazy to be a part of that.
Now, I know we worked you to the bone. You're the only one who's worked every session, maybe except for sound engineers, et cetera. Oh, yeah. You know, there's lots of people who worked every session, present company included.
Right.
That being said, have you gotten to do anything in Montana that's been joyful for you? Have you any nature you got to see? Turtles you got to touch, horses you got to ride.
Potentially a turtle touch would be nice.
I mean, one touch.
Believing with faith for a turtle touch in my future. No, I yesterday got to lay at the lake and just in the sun. Yeah. It was a perfect, like the thing is in Texas where I'm from, it's very hot, very humid. Yeah. It's not enjoyable to be outside in the summer.
So it could be the same temperature, different world. Yeah.
Way different world. And so just to be able to be laying outside and not be dying of a heat stroke. And then also when you open your eyes, it's like the bluest water you've ever seen. And then just mountains and trees. I'm like, I was experiencing the Lord like at the lake. Yeah. Wait, am I reading a book? I don't know.
I think
Lord
you
at the
might
lake.
Just have Lord
write that down.
The lake.
Write that down. Wait, write that down. Wait, no, someone tweet that.
So I think what you just said is one of my favorite things about this conference. And that is worship in the morning, worship at night, in the middle, something like that. Touch grass, get in the lake.
Touch grass, ride a horse or two.
You know, ride a horse or two, like you said. And we talked to a dad today, he brought his daughter here, just him and his teenage daughter, kind of rite of passage kind of moment.
Love it.
And he was showing, I was like, tell me what you've done. And he said, well, of course we had all the sessions and she loved it. She had the shirt on. She was so excited. And she goes, well, my dad took me on the first day we got here, we rode a horse. And on the second day we went whitewater rafting. And then today we're going to go hike a trail. And it just warmed me to think of a father-daughter. And of course we have youth groups. I found out today there's a youth group that came here from Hawaii across a literal ocean from Molokai, Hawaii with 15
That's
teenagers.
amazing.
And that's amazing. I love the youth pastor did that, but also I've just loved the thought of a mom or dad taking their child and let's go hit the trail. Let's do some things and then let's worship together.
And then let's worship. Yeah. Like last night, whenever Cody and Carrie were leading us and they led us in the blessing, I literally was walking backstage and one of the people who's on the crew here, security, we both at the same time, we both go, wow.
Yeah.
Because we were just like, the sun is setting in the mountains. It's 70 degrees, maybe even less. And you're surrounded by God's creation. And then it's like, you're the blessing. It's like, it's one of those moments you're like, I will never forget about this.
And just, and you know, in front of me, in my eye line was a mom with 2 teenagers. It looks like she'd come with, and she just, when the blessing started, she just instantly put a hand on each of their heads. And I thought that's what, of course, we're all collectively trying to do. And we're receiving that from our Father.
Right.
But to see that, I'm like, Jesus, don't let these kids ever forget that. Let this blessing just sit with them.
So special.
And her mom, they did that.
Yeah.
She prioritized that.
So special.
And that means the world. Okay. What's new in your world that we could be talking about? What's going on with you?
I guess when you guys release this, I will officially live in Franklin, Tennessee.
Okay. Very good.
So signed a lease to live in a house there. I'm really excited about. I accepted a job with K-Love.
You did not.
I haven't announced it yet. But it'll be announced by then.
To announce in October.
Yes. Yeah. My first day is August 25th.
Oh my gosh.
So,
well, this is a K-Love podcast, technically.
I know.
With Access More and EMF and all the tentacles of K-Love, the lovely tentacles. I doesn't say that in a mean way.
Lovely tentacles.
It's definitely tentacles. Yeah. And that's awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thanks, dude.
What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be an on-air radio DJ with Air One.
Of course you are.
I'm going to be like, hey, everybody. Welcome back.
Can we talk about the trouble we're going to get into next time I come in studio? Yeah,
it's
that's
gonna
my
be
favorite.
Wild.
It's coming around. And they move you through all those state of the art, and it's like being on like the Starship Enterprise.
It's exactly like that.
And all these, and then you and I are gonna do stuff, and security's gonna be like, we got security.
Well, I don't know why the security hasn't come in already to this podcast today, but we
locked the door.
Jennie is missing, so we need her. She's gonna find out.
We won't tell her. Too hot. Okay. So new job, new move.
Yes. And hopefully, in the name of Jesus, by October, a new man. we receive it, Lord.
And I understand you already secured the services of a DJ for your wedding.
Lennox?
Preemptively.
Did he tell you that I asked him to DJ?
He said, someone booked me for a wedding. I go, who is it? He goes, Miss Lacy. And I go, that's so exciting. He goes, but she didn't have a husband yet. So, I just said, well, that's the whole point. You get the husband at the wedding. And he's like, yeah, but I mean, I found out she doesn't have a boyfriend even. And I was like, bro, shots fired, A. B, he's like, I think he was excited about the wedding, but then he kind of was realizing.
He was like, wait.
But you know what? It's a kind of a power move.
The wedding is going to happen.
When you meet him, you're like, guy, I already got him.
I have a DJ for us.
We're ready.
He's 8.
Yeah.
His name's Lennox.
Yeah, he's ready.
I did. I asked him. Because I was so impressed. So actually, if we can go back, the highlight of movement has been for me night one, going into this tent. I'm like, oh, the beats are like banging, So I'm like, busting a move. I look over, can't even see because the DJ is so short behind the booth. Yeah. It is the tiniest DJ I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. DJ Lennox Lusko.
DJ Lennox is the official situation.
Shook to my core, and nobody else around me was acting like this was a big deal.
Like this wasn't
like, is this normal? Erratic? I literally was like, this is amazing. So then I did. I said, hey, do you travel? Yeah. And he's like, I don't know. I could. Yeah. I've only been DJing for 18 days,
what if he said. Well, that's because we got a 30-day trial for this DJ software. So we know that because every time he opens it, it says, you have 11 days left.
18
you have 9 days left, so he knows exactly how many days. Because I was like, here's what happened. We went on a K-Love cruise, the Summer Worship Nights cruise. It was Air One, rather. And same thing. But he goes, Dad, and it was was a great DJ. You probably know J.W. Jager, who is a very successful DJ for the Mickey Mouse Corporation.
Oh, no big deal.
He said to us, this was the greatest quote ever. He said, I'm one of 3 DJs that are allowed to DJ the Cinderella's Castle. And I was like, power move.
Whoa.
There's only 3 DJs that are allowed to do parties at the castle.
And he said, I'm one of them.
He's one of the 3. I was like, I touched him. I've never washed my hands.
At that moment, Lennox was changed.
He's like, Dad, I could do that.
I want to be
a
in
DJ.
Cinderella's Castle.
And so, we looked into it, we talked about it. He and we're all about our kids having different musical expressions.
Yeah.
And he said, I want to DJ my own birthday party. So he got on and he just started watching YouTube videos and tutorials and we got the 30-day software going on, and he worked at it every day.
Every day.
Curated his playlists, would practice his stuff, and then he DJ'd his own birthday party, and he said, we rented a bouncy house, for it. He goes, but Dad, every once in a while I'm going to need to go jump. So could you just take over for a few minutes? And so I would take over for a few minutes. But then he started shaming me. He would grab the mic and be
he's like, this is bad.
My dad's going to be doing stuff while I bounce, so it's probably not going to be that good.
He's like, be right back. Got a bouncy house. I'll be back to spin this track in a minute.
And off he would. And,
Yeah. I was really blown away. And I asked him, he was like pressing all these buttons. I was like, wow, this is crazy. How do you know how to do this? He's like, YouTube.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And I was like, it's honestly really impressive. But I just said, hey, like, do you travel? And he was like, I don't know. I might. And I was like, no, like, I'll fly you out. And he's like, what? And I was like, I'm going to talk to your parents. You're going to do my wedding. He's like, oh, I could do a wedding. Yeah, totally. I did hear.
He's 8.
He's 8.
Yeah.
I did hear he did say at his birthday party, guys, I don't take song requests.
Yeah, he did say that.
Just so, by the way.
But no, if you could finish it, but I do take tips. That was the full
He said,
sentence.
I don't take song requests, but I do take tips.
But I do take tips.
You know what? That's important. Yeah. I like that. I really like that. Okay, I like that a lot. Yeah, he's going to DJ my wedding, so probably in October. I don't know what we're going to do by then.
But yeah, we've been letting we've been letting him do this in the ready room before sessions, and it's been it's
so fun.
It's been really fun.
It's so fun.
Okay, can we talk about Carrie Job's son drumming?
Okay, we can talk about Carrie Job's son drumming because what do you mean? Yeah. Like, I'm sitting back. I'm rubbing my eyes because I'm like, what is happening? And then afterwards, I go to the ready room where DJ Lennox is obviously spinning a track, and Kingston standing right in front of him. He's like, and I was like, the 2 coolest kids on the block are in my room right now. I'm like, what?
And one of them is peacocking you so hard right now?
He was like, okay. And I was like, yeah. And then I kind of danced a little bit with him. I think I scared him a little, but that happens, it's like when you feel the beat, you just gotta move.
Oh man, the look on his face while he's drumming, and he's good.
He's good. Yeah. And he literally looks exactly like Cody.
Oh, it's Cody Jr.
It's little Cody.
Yeah, it's crazy. Man, okay. Well, I'm so excited. I'm all kinds of excited about the whole thing and to listen to you on the radio.
It's going to be really fun.
That's amazing. When does it start?
My first day officially of work is August 25th. Okay. But I don't know when I'll be like officially on air. I don't know if they'll, they got to make sure I'm, they don't say anything crazy. Yeah. You know how we get on the podcast? I can't be getting like that on air. No. I got to be positive, encouraging, and
Yeah, of course.
We're a little bit weird.
And here's what I love about everyone, genuinely.
Yeah.
I don't know that any other radio station has the format of all worship.
All worship.
It's always worship. So you can always turn on and your heart.
It's so good.
I mean,
it's so good. Yeah. What they're doing is really important.
It's working.
I'm honored to be a part.
Yeah, of course. And the reach, coast to coast around the world, all that stuff. So
it's crazy.
Yeah. Love that.
It's crazy.
No pressure.
Yeah. I was like, wow, now that you mention it.
Now that you mention it.
It's around the world. Okay.
Yeah,
perfect. Great.
What about new hobbies? What about new things? Yeah.
Let me think. I got a Kindle.
That's a good hobby.
And here's the thing. So this is something I think maybe is a little embarrassing. I don't really mind that if you think it's embarrassing though. I like to read books while I go on my daily walks. Now hear me out.
But not Audible.
No, I read it. I just bought a Kindle on Prime Day, but before then,
left hand, right
I was
hand,
reading. No, I was reading a physical book. Walking down the street. With a physical book, no earphone or iPod, headphone, nothing in my ears because I'm like, you got to be aware of your surroundings. I'm not trying to get jumped while I'm reading a book. Can you imagine the story?
Can't add that.
I can't. That's crazy. So, but yeah, I just
down the streets of Dallas.
Just down. down the streets, like just walking. And there's a lake I like to walk around, and I just would walk around the lake with my book. And I have bumped into a couple of people by accident. I get looks, but I think it's admiration. I think they're like, wow, she's so smart and she's so studious and she looks like Belle from Beauty and the Beast. She's like just reading. She's so smart.
A great reference.
I think that's what they're thinking, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm impressed. And it's better than texting while driving.
It's similar, though, I fear. But I get really locked in on these books. And a book I read really recently, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, Blessed Are the Spiraling.
Stop.
It's so good. Plug.
Thank you.
So good. So good. I did read that on my Kindle, by the way. So,
what version of Kindle did you get? This is not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Prime Day, shop it. I'll link it in my bio. I'm kidding.
Is it the kind that can go in the water?
It cannot go in the water, I fear.
They have one that can get wet.
They do have, because my hairstylist just told me, she's like, because I was telling her about my Kindle, I'm like, I got a Kindle, I'm so excited, like just beyond. And she's like, don't get it in the water. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, I've broken 3. And I was like, what do you mean you've broken 3? She's like, I've broken 3 Kindles in the water. So I didn't get the waterproof one because I think it's like $1 million. Yeah. I just can't really be affording that. So I just on Prime Day, when I waited for it to go on sale for a long time because I love a physical book, but like there's something about a Kindle. I'm just holding it in my hand. I'm reading.
What's great about it is you can't do anything else. Like email, social media. Yeah. When you read on your phone, you can on yours?
No, I said you can walk.
Oh, but yeah,
but no, you can't.
No, but like when you read on your phone, there's notifications and the temptation to go to your email real quick and all that. And the stinking iPhone is too hot. It will turn back on.
Yeah, it will always. What's up with that?
It's just can't. It's black screen, and the black attracts the sun, and so it just gets so hot. That's why you wear white clothes when it's hot out, because it's like cooler. Have you ever noticed when you're wearing black clothes, you get really hot?
Really hot.
Yeah, because I think it attracts the sun. In. That's why they put eye block under your eyes to take the sun away here, so you don't get the glare in your eye.
I'm learning so much right now.
That's why lions have white under their eye.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because it works the opposite in darkness. You want eye white because then any light that is there will come straight into the eye. So you want the opposite. Have you noticed lions have white stripes under their eyes?
No, I never even thought about that. I know that you wanted to skip past this, but I don't want to because we were talking about the book you wrote that I really like. So can I show you my favorite quote from it really quick?
Please.
Can you hand me that? Yeah. Because I don't know if you saw what I posted on my Instagram, and I'm actually logged off my Instagram, but I'm just gonna go look anyways because I've been creeping on movements on Instagram, obviously.
They've been crushing it with
Holy moly. Yeah. If you don't follow, you need to follow. Get with it. Okay, here it is. That's the Bible, but hold on. Sorry, everybody.
No,
it's important. Right here. It is not the flashy big stuff, but the faithful little things that God loves to bless.
Indeed.
There were so many good, sorry, I know this isn't about your book. There were so many good little nuggets of you write very practically. So it's very easy to understand, easy to read. I don't feel like I need to go get a degree to understand this. You write so practically.
Well, I don't have one.
Okay, praise God. Good, me neither. Which I am going back to school. That's another exciting thing. I started a week after
What school?
It's called Ethnos 360. It's a really small Bible college in Waukesha, Wisconsin. Anyways, but you write so practically. It's a really good book, and it's important because I feel like in every page I'd be like, I highlighted the crap out of it and also wrote in purple pen, so you won't be getting it back. But it was so good and digestible and important, and I feel like I would read a chapter and then I'd have to sit there and just sit with it for a minute. It was just, I don't know, it was just really good. Anyways, you guys should read it.
Well,
I look directly into the camera.
That is highly encouraging, and I'll pay you later. And
$6.
I can't tell you how great of a job you did and have been doing guiding Movement Conference Journey.
So fun.
And I said it from the stage, but I really hope you'll consider coming back and just considering us fam, that you're stuck with us.
Oh, yeah. No, well, you're stuck with me. So that's
so
for you guys.
Next time, Jennie will come, so the training wheels will be on. But we praise God for the new move. Everyone can listen to, what a great thing to be able to say. Everyone can listen to Lacy Abercrombie anywhere you live in the world. Just turn your radio on.
It's crazy.
Google or ask, if I'm going to do this right, Alexa, play Air One Radio.
Yeah, you can do that.
Do that. It's so hectic.
Sick.
That's so
pretty
cool.
Sick.
I think Siri needs to step her game up.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'll talk to her about it.
Please do.
Yeah.
And on your Kindle.
On my Kindle. I'll talk to
That's how you talk to Siri through your Kindle. Jeff Bezos put a hack in.
I miss you so much.
Lacy Abercrombie, we love you. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much for listening. Be sure to swing by levilusko.com and jennielusko.com to see what's going on in our world.
And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. And in the meantime, we would love to connect with you on social media.
Jennie and Levi Lusko out.
Access more